Top 10 guys on the res who will try to snag you and possibly succeed. Now, this is the guy that graduated about 8 to 10 years ago. He's the one you see at the reservation house parties or quite possibly the 49. He's the one that's always trying to snag them high school seniors that show up to those parties in 49s. He always finds a way to talk about his glory days or in this case, his supposed glory days. And always talking about basketball tournaments that are coming up that he wants to play in. He just needs to find a team to join to play. Be honest, you know for a fact that you wouldn't mind being another to carry his eighth, possibly 11th child. Because you believe wholeheartedly that you will be the one to put him on lock. First 8 months of pregnancy, he's there, he's living at your house, he's eating your food, he's driving your car while you're working. He'll claim those first 8 months that he'll love this child like no other. But what about his other ones? And then that month before the child is born, he's out. And then you find yourself knowingly or unknowingly join the club with his other baby mamas, and you all sit around and call him a loser. Now, this guy on the weekends, this guy is good times. This guy is hella funny. He has jokes for days, or in this case, he has jokes for the weekend. Continually funny. He can sing when he's drunk, either karaoke or big drum or hand drum. But come Monday, the rest of the week, when bone dry, he is not funny whatsoever. He is really intense looking, almost militant even. And although he personally did not serve in the military, he has a relative, whether it be uncle, cousin, his dad, his grandpa, what have you. They have served, and he just talks up the military like no other. Surprisingly, though, when he is drunk on the weekends, he does not fight. He is not a confrontational person. But he will gladly finish a fight that has started with him. Okay, now this guy dresses to impress. He's all turquoised and silvered out. His braids or his braid or his fade is tight, always. Most likely he's rocking the newest J's. His clothes, his outfit, fresh to death. Okay? His car may not be new, but it is nice. Like he takes care of it almost as well as he takes care of his J's and his braids. Okay? Now, all of that most likely bought with his grandma's per cap check. The man whore. Okay? This guy, you know for a fact, has snagged your sister, your cousin, your best friend, and surprisingly, has the eye of your auntie. This guy, you think he's hella cute, okay? And you want to roll with the notion that you're not really cousins, so you want to snag him. This guy comes off as pretty smart and pretty intelligent, okay? He can talk about anything. Granted, though, 90% of what he talks about is his own personal opinion based off a headline he read last week. The other 10% of what he talks about, he really offers no solution to a problem or to a conversation or, yeah. But you get him conversating or debating with another college student who possibly has earned their first degree or is working towards their major, okay? Chances are good that he will spend most of the time either changing the topic or trying to find a way to end the conversation if it gets too deep, okay? This guy, he's hella cool, okay? More than likely, he has a job with the tribe, but it's in a position that has no room for advancement, possibly due to tribal policy. But he's a cool guy. He's like, he's a cool guy, the white guy who's straight res. Oha. This guy, be careful of this guy. This guy writes all the right things to your wall and in your DMs and on Messenger. If you happen to give him your number, he's texting you all this cute stuff. This guy can make a relationship or a life with him put Disneyland to shame. Forget Disneyland as being the happiest place on earth. Being in a relationship with the social media Don Juan, that's the place you want to go, okay? But on the other side, when he tries to make an attempt or you try to make an attempt to spend some time with him, whether it be like a weekend or come to visit him, he will come up with a lame excuse as to why that can't happen. Or like say if he's the one who's making plans to meet up and go see you, whatever, and he doesn't show, he'll come up with a lame excuse of why he couldn't make it. His car broke down, his grandma's in the hospital, he was short staffed at work and he had to work over the weekend. Okay. The social media Don Juan, there's a good chance that he has no money. He just likes to talk a really good game. This type of guy, during the season, whether it be polo season, the basketball season, what have you, the time spent together is very, very magical. Reason being it's magical is there's a good possibility that he's been placing or winning every weekend, okay? And if he's a drummer, like say host drum or whatever, yeah, let's just say host drum. There's a good chance that the room is already paid for, okay? So there's no problem there trying to get the room. But something to watch out for. It's most likely your car that you're taking to the powwow or to the basketball tournament. Okay. And there's also a good chance that two or three of his bros are coming along. Okay. And with that, there's even a greater chance that two, three, or all four of them do not have pitchings for gas and food because the money from last weekend placing or winning has gone to the weekend Now for the room. Okay. And the number one guy on the res who will try to snag you and possibly succeed is. Are you ready? Here we go. You probably already knew this one, huh? Okay, this guy has no job skills whatsoever. Most likely has no higher education beyond high school. Although he may have graduated near the top of his class, if not the top of his class, he hasn't gone any further than that, okay? But coincidentally, though, because he's the son or the grandson of the tribal chairman, he has been given a job title that you don't understand or know exactly what he does, but he makes bank, okay? The honeymoon phase with this person, with this guy, is stuff of legend, okay? The luxury suite at the casino anytime you want, gifts galore from not only him, but from his family. And if you happen to have his child, hola, the gifts are even more extravagant and more numerous. Chances are good though they're going to your child. Parties, trips. Um, oh, and the kicker, the big thing, money rains down from the account of his dad or his grandpa. Okay. That's the number one guy on the res who will try to snag you and quite possibly succeed. Even better possibility that you might marry this guy.